Hi, world. Welcome back from the holiday. It's your favorite Southern Belles here, and we're back with another episode of Now That's Controversial. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and comment down below. And today's topic is going to be, does futurism really exist? Or are you just ugly? Let's get into it. Do you guys remember seeing Basketball Wives when OG had an issue with the girls and she was saying that she was being discriminated against because of, she described it initially as colorism, but then somewhere down the line it turned into futurism, where she described them projecting her as being more aggressive compared to the other girls based on some of her features, such as her broader nose compared to some of the other darker skinned girls with who have narrower nose that's seen as European like.
Okay, so before we go deeper into that, you got a definition to give the people, so it kind of.
All right, so I sure do. For those of you who's not familiar with what futurism is and you have no idea what we're talking about, so while I was researching, I didn't see a technical term, a technical definition for the term futurism. Instead, I saw on the blackstory.com. It says, what is futurism? And it was described as futurism being society accepting or preferring certain features over others. It is the essential preferential treatment of people with features that have historically been considered better or easier on the eyes. Those preferred features are predominantly European features that uphold the Eurocentric standards of beauty. And that's pretty much what it's known for right now.
Oh, it's kind of a tight rope because you do have women out there, predominantly more women, and back then more so than now, because now you can go and get surgery. If you just look at the pictures, there's plenty of celebrities who changed the size of their nose. Beyonce, Sierra, JT. And I remember when JT, first came out of jail or whatever, they referred to JT as the ugly city girl. She don't care. She more into herself now. But I feel like people, was JT really ugly, or did JT just have these features that it wasn't Eurocentric? It really is a tight line. Now in OG case, OG just wasn't an attractive woman to me. It wasn't that she wasn't that she's not. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I feel like it's a tight line, but it's like it just came into the picture. Is it futurism just because people find this attractive, or is it just that you just unattractive?
I don't think futurism is a thing. Only because just because you put ism behind the word, like our old teacher used to do, ghettoism and all that stuff like that, doesn't make it a thing. Doesn't make it a thing. So I mean, if people just don't find you attractive, then you're just not attracted to them. It don't mean that it's other people might find you beautiful, but you can't sit up there and be like, oh, it's because my nose and my face, because they compare Ari Lennox to a pit bull, and she's still out here, she was hurt. Yeah, it's hurtful, but she don't hear her talking about futurism. She just, stop playing your black women per se. But I don't believe futurism is a thing. You can't get mad because somebody think you ugly. You can't get mad because, somebody don't find you attractive if you don't fit into what the world says is attractive. And that's where you gotta have your own confidence. You can't blame it on, oh, it's futurism, it's colorism. It's just because you put ism behind behind a word, don't make it a thing. That's all.
So in OG's case, now the reason why futurism came up is because she was saying that they were basically, they said they felt threatened by her being on the show from certain things that she would say or do. They said they just basically feared for their lives. And she was saying, well, the other girls done worse than me, throwing tables and everything, but you're saying you're scared of me? And she's saying, well, you're not scared of me because I'm actually aggressive. You just trying to, you're scared of me because I'm darker or I'm,
well, that's her that's her own personal problem, because she played in that little lingerie football thing. So I mean, that you got to know that you were kind of aggressive. You're trying to mix in aggressive with sexy. At the end of the day, you aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
I think OG had a point in the fact of why label me? Why go to the extreme to where now you want to bring in lawyers, and then you it's defamation of my character because you just out here got everybody thinking I'm just this big old aggressive people here on this show. OG wanted to separate. She wanted to show people, hey, I got Kwame, I think her man was. I got a man, yeah, I play this football game, but I'm a lady and I have a man and, I have friends. But OG also, I feel like OG experienced more colorism than featurism. I mean, a person's features make that desired individual attracted to you or not. That's just like, I feel like colorism is a real thing, but I don't feel like featurism is a real thing. I definitely feel like OG experienced colorism. I feel like featurism, and this, we gonna probably get flagged for this, but it is a country versus show. Featurism is just not a thing. It's just not a thing to me. And I get what people saying. You can go all the way back in history, and our people were known for their big broad noses, big full lips, which weren't in trend now. Big full lips are in trend. And you did used to get bullied for it. They used to, check you about your big nose. They check you about being dark skinned, and they check you about your big old lips. But it's like, I feel like this generation is just kind of too sensitive to now everything is an ism. Like Drew was saying, everything is well, no, you can't say this about me because now you attacking, my African culture, or you're being racist. But is it really racist? Because there are light-skinned people who other people would deem attractive just because they, like our grandma would say, they got a little color. But if you look at their features, that particular light-skinned person is really not attractive. Right. But how would you know that person wasn't attractive if you didn't look at them and their features? Like, I just want to know, like, where did it come from? I know OG didn't just start it. It's been something people started talking about on Black Twitter mostly, especially with Chris Brown and his colorism. But it's like, okay, where you draw the line at? Like, I don't know.
You draw the line at self-esteem and how you feel about yourself. Because like you said, features is what make it, that's your makeup. That is what people see when they see you. And if I decide that I don't want to like you because you got a big nose, then that's my choice. And if you want to call it futurism, then by all means, this all boils down to a type. It all boils down to a type. But I mean, some people with big noses are attractive to me. Your features is what I'm looking at when I'm looking at you, and that is exactly how I find you attractive or not. That's how I judge, by looking at you and your features. What else am I? Because what we're visual creatures. What else am I looking at if I don't know who you are? I don't have nothing to go off of but what I'm seeing.
Because if everybody walking around with a mask on, you don't see, under here. When they got, you don't see their eyes. And some people got big old eyes, and you be like, look at that big eye heifer. They ain't cute. Then they take their mask off, and then all this come together, and it looks good. And then you got some people who wear shades, and their mouth look good, but when they take their, shades off, you like, turn around. You know what I'm saying? Like your when people walk around here with a mug on, they sexy look, they fine. But then when they open their mouth, they got gator mouth, shark mouth. And everything makes it up. So everything makes somebody unattracted to you or attracted to you regardless. Yeah, I gotta stop with this ism stuff. Everything can't be an ism.
Sensitive. You are not a victim. I don't think OG was a victim of futurism. I believe that you were probably a victim of prejudiceness, probably but that's your fault because you walked on there. Yeah, I played football. How you walked on there, and you turning around and say they call you aggressive. I mean, did they treat you a little unfairly compared to the rest? Yeah,
because it's not she was the only one that's playing football.
And me, you would consider Evelyn a very attractive woman. Okay, people would consider that is attractive. If Evelyn have done worse than OG, but for Evelyn, it was just her spicy Latina. So yeah, I would say that OG had a right to say she did, had some prejudice in there because they did single her out as, even though she did, that was her profession. I don't think when OG first came on the show, I don't think she was aggressive. She was trying to be friendly, get to know them. But right the back, Malaysia and Evelyn did not like OG because OG did not look like them.
I mean, she don't act like them. She don't dress like them. I mean, she just a whole nother breed from what they're used to. They used to the cheerleaders, oh, my men, my lip gloss, what I'm saying, my makeup, my shoes and all that. And OJ out here doing her own thing. And she really didn't fit into what the show has presented the whole time. And that's all that is.
The aesthetic, that's what it was. And I guess that's what OG got the futurism from, because she didn't fit the aesthetic. However, I still don't think you should tax on the word because you just didn't fit that aesthetic. It's gonna be a lot of places where, especially being a dark-skinned Black woman, you're not gonna fit these people aesthetics, and especially in their business. Sad, but it's true. But I can't go around here and cry. It's a lot of dark-skinned women that done push the mold, but there is a difference. Do y'all know Ryan Destiny?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
I don't know what she do, but I seen her on Instagram.
You know what she look like?
I've never heard of her.
What can I think? Hey, you heard of the show Star that Queen Latifah was in before they canceled it?
The dark skinned girl was Ryan Destiny.
Dark skinned girl. She was the only dark skinned girl in the group. It was 3 girls. Now you can picture her. Okay, so that's Ryan Destiny. Ryan Destiny is a dark skinned woman, gorgeous. Ryan Destiny is gorgeous to me. With her fine man Keith Powell. Ooh, but anyway,
there's her man.
But anyway, she would be the dark-skinned Black girl that society want to see, and I guess that's why other Black women feel connected to that word futurism so tough, because Ryan Destiny has what they would call Eurocentric features, but to me, Ryan Destiny is just pretty. But I look at Ari Lennox. Ari Lennox is beautiful to me. but Ari Lennox features compared to Ryan Destiny features doesn't match. And when Ryan Destiny hit the scene, everybody praised
Because Ari,
before she was considered this exotic beauty. But with Ari Lennox, they could, like you said, they compared her to a pit bull.
it's because,
But what y'all, I mean, that's why I say it's a thin line. Like we could want to say, futurism, you just certain features, but then it's the other side where there is a world out there where if you don't have the little nose, slim nose, nice mouth, then you not
I mean, but you just,
considered pretty.
they don't want women in the media to embrace their naturalness. I think that's what it is. When Ari put on a wig and makeup, she get more positivity than what she do when she wear her natural curl, her natural afro puff, and her natural face. And I just, I feel like that's it's just rude. You know what I'm saying? Like wigs and stuff enhance your beauty, make you look different than your normal self, but your naturalness is real pretty, and Ari's still pretty, and Ryan pretty, either way it go. So it's just unfair for them to call Ari a pit bull that day. That wasn't right. That wasn't right.
So someone who has these features that OG's done being unattractive, Kimberly Elise has Afrocentric features with the nose and all. I still think she's pretty.
Mm-hmm. Angela Bass got a strong face.
Kimberly Elise.
Angela Bass got a strong face, and she's still a beautiful lady.
She got a strong face, but she got European features, Drew.
Mm.
So that,
Yeah. Angela Bass, I mean, and she just got her own face to me.
But it's a bad thing. Like she got that strong face, but her features will be considered Euro.
Yeah, that's why I was like Kimberly Elite. She's straight up Afrocentric with her features, the natural hair and all, and she's still pretty. So that's why. That's what I'm saying. Like if you ugly, you're just ugly. It has nothing to do with features.
See, Miracle, well, you can't say if you just ugly, you just ugly, because now it just sounds like you calling Gigi, what's the girl name? OG.
No, I'm not calling OG ugly. OG called herself ugly. I didn't do that.
She called herself ugly.
When she said that they treating her wrong based on her features. That's how you feel about yourself. And you projected it on them.
Okay, so I watched this YouTube video and I read my comments. It's a lot of black women who have OG features. They may not be her same skin tone, they may not carry themselves like OG, but they have OG features. And they have said where they do feel like they have to go get the plastic surgery and they got to do this because of their features, they're deemed unattractive. But to
What's
me,
OG Instagram? Anybody got her Instagram?
yeah,
that sounds like an insecurity. That's their own fault.
because I met guys. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if it's a difference between a woman and a man, but I met guys who they got the big nose and the big lips and they still attractive. I don't see women who got
Preferably I like to date men with big lips to give me something to smooch on. I don't like nobody with no, you ain't got no mouth. What you gonna do with it? What I'm gonna do with it? I don't want to suck nobody's face off and ain't got no mouth. I don't, I like, now I can't take a big old nose, but big nose, I done dated guys with big nose. You know, yo, you got them white folks nose. I'd be like, we ain't here for that. Them pointy nose. Yeah. Them point to the board nose, I don't like that. But if you got a regular fat nose, that's fine.
Right.
Okay.
So
see, OG is pretty. She the what?
Exactly. She's not unattractive to me. You asked what her Instagram name was, Drew.
Yeah, because I was trying to find it.
Princess.
Girl, how somebody gonna find you? iHeart. Oh, you sound like the commercial of iHeart.
So anyway, this is her. You think that about yourself, because even with your so-called unattractive features, you still cute to me. At least in your Instagram. I don't know what you look like in real life. I don't think I've ever seen you without makeup either, so I can't, see what you.
Feel like
She's really pretty.
Oh, here she is.
She look like an everyday black woman.
Everyday.
She got some nice hair too.
Yeah. And that's what the women in the comments was like, they look like this. They look like that everyday black woman, to where if they walk in the room, ain't nobody finna break their neck to come holler at them.
A lot of people will break their necks to talk to OG out here in the country. OG, just come out here, and if you ain't with your man no more, just come to the country. Come to the Mississippi. They got you, girl. Because it's this Hollywood stuff for y'all. That's what it is.
Get in where you fit in. If you don't fit in with those particular groups of girls, don't force it. Just don't. It
ain't worth your mental.
It's definitely not worth your mental.
You're calling your own self ugly because you like a regular black girl.
And I guess what black women saying, like, their regularness is not accepted. It's like they gotta be Hollywoodified.
Well, that's what y'all get for paying attention to Instagram and letting them paint y'all beauties of standards.
True.
That's your own.
Anybody tell me I'm ugly?
I'm just telling you what people feel.
Anybody tell me I'm ugly? You can look me in my face and tell me I'm ugly, and I'm gonna tell you lying. That's all it is.
They're
you gonna lie like that?
I wasn't, and I feel like people just was telling me I'm ugly because I was dark skinned. But when I got older, like, girl, you can't tell me nothing. You
ugly.
Huh?
That people find you unattractive for numerous reasons. You can be bald head, people find you ugly. Come on now, what you gonna say? Right. It's cause I'm my hairism? Well, that's gonna be a thing next, cause I ain't got no hair. Okay.
Okay.
But now you can't tell me nothing. You cannot tell me. I feel like futurism is not really a thing, because every little piece of you make up
an excuse.
Your eyes, your nose, your eyebrows, the structure of your jaw, the structure of your forehead.
It's an excuse to make a scene. I think it's an excuse to make a scene to take away everybody's opinion. You can't mute me.
That's what it is. They don't want
like you ugly, and I feel like you need to know it. I'm gonna tell you. If I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you look this way to me, I'm gonna tell you. If I feel like I need to tell you, if not, I'm gonna keep it to myself. But I feel like all this stuff, the little rah-rah that's going on with certain little petty stuff, is not a big issue. That's something.
It's not a big issue. They're too sensitive. Everybody wants to be accepted by everybody. Everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna find you attractive. Everybody's not gonna think you a little dainty girl. If you appear aggressive, then you just appear aggressive. I'm sorry. You find a new group of friends and go on by your life. Point.
Or be by yourself. You don't need no friends to.
You don't.
To be pretty.
Oh, y'all, that is so ghetto. That's that ghettoism is better be talking about.
Y'all gotta stop saying that lady name.
Girl, cause the earrings done came out and they supposed to be still. Okay, hold on.
Y'all done said the lady right too many times.
Who?
She don't know who.
Blank.
She don't know who we talking about. All the folks in the world. But anyway,
comment down below. Let us know what you think. Is futurism a thing for you based off your experience, your life story, or is people just unattractive? And remember, what's unattractive to one is very beautiful to another.
I have seen it.
So love yourself, and tune in next time for another episode of Controversial. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Please comment. Let us know what you think. We really do appreciate it. Until next time, it's been real. Now that's Controversial. We are Southern Bells, and we out.